It's Gigi No Re. We're back again, and we have an unorthodox little episode for you, dear listener. We are recapping what happened during our usually annual mancation, where we go off to the mountains alone, without society.
As men.
And we game, and we eat, and we grill.
And we stare down hurricanes.
Yeah, we stare down hurricanes. Doesn't even matter. Send them all. It's fine. We're just gaming. So we played a couple things, but the main thing that we want to talk about is the mega dungeon that we played. I had heard about this one for some time, but hadn't really looked into it. I bought it because I knew I would probably run it at some point, and I liked it. But we had not had an opportunity to play it until this time, and so I finally busted it out. It's called Brewkessel. It is a Harry Potter-themed mega dungeon. It's statted for Old School Essentials, which is basically, I think that's Gavin Norman's thing, but it's basically BX D&D, but modernized. So it translates really easily into whatever you want to run it in. So we just ran it with 5e, just because that's our lingua franca. But we had a really good time. I mean, the setup is that there was a Hogwarts sort of university or school of magic, and then it disappeared, like literally disappeared 70 years ago or something like that. And then all of a sudden it reappears, and now it's more like a dungeon than a school, and adventurers are going into it and plundering it. But the thing is, and the kind of fun conceit is that it has a headmistress who is a high-level witch. I think she's like level 12. And she is controlling access, ingress, and egress to the school. And it's fun because this is a mega dungeon that's really designed as a mega dungeon and as like the center of a campaign. And everything in it is oriented around that ideal. So she has a thing where she charges you like a tax every time you leave. So that incentivizes you both to like not just leave and come back all the time. After you get like one piece of treasure, you want to get a good haul and then leave, because she's either going to take a share of your treasure or one item that she picks. And she can detect magic, obviously, so she can see what you're carrying. And she's got like a little army of humanoid monsters to enforce her rule, but they're not going to just attack you or anything like that. They're just there for security and to make sure you're not pulling any schemes and scams.
Remember that wand that somebody hid? Did we pick it back up?
Yep. Yeah. You've got it now.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Just making. I don't remember. If we
and it also
did
encourages shenanigans.
What if we hid it from ourselves?
You find a piece of treasure and then you don't want to take it out because you're scared that she'll take it from you. So
we
you
hid
hide
it in a crack above a door.
Yeah. So you hide it in the mega dungeon so you can use it later without having it taken by her.
After a lot of discussion about hiding it in major points of interest in the room for some reason, we decided to find a good spot, and it worked. So there you go.
Use Mage Hand, if I recall.
Yeah, just tucked it up in there.
And every time we've played a mega dungeon, Tim has hated it. But for some reason, he's clicked with this one. He likes this one. And it is, like I said, it's very Harry Potter themed. There are 4 houses, and there's a sorting hat, but we haven't gotten to that yet. And I don't remember from reading what getting sorted into one of the little houses does for you, but it does something. So I think that'll be fun.
That's really cute.
Maybe we can try to get to that. So we've been in and out of the place at least a few times, and there's a town nearby. You basically get like a random encounter check to and from the town. And we've talked to people in town and had some fun. And we're in the middle of like, I think our third foray. After going in, we like saved somebody. Like, somebody was captive by one of the factions. Y'all released him and brought him back to his folks. And then they, as a reward, said, hey, we'll go with you to do like one little thing in the dungeon. And they did, like provided like muscle with you. So they redeemed that. But then now they're off on their own. And they're exploring more, and they found a unicorn up in some tower.
Like you're already skipping to the end, yeah.
I mean, is there other stuff you wanted to go to?
No, this was pretty much it. And I just think that maybe the Sorting Hat gives you the ability to slay unicorns, and we should have done that.
You have
first.
sorted
Can we retcon that?
The unicorn slaying house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not a living.
way.
Slay
It's
one
the-
unicorn per day.
No, it's like that. There's a college. It's like Great Lakes Community College or something. They release a list of banned words every year.
Oh.
But they have a club. The club that releases the list of banned words is the Unicorn Hunting Club or something like that. So maybe that's one of the
That's
houses.
I mean, you kind of just want to glaze over the fact that we found those prisoners locked up in that room, and then we kind of accidentally.
He tried to say it in like an
one of them
uninteresting way,
just
yes.
Yeah, I'm
completely
trying-
be
He was trying to say it in like
by
a
these
boring, like a
shadows.
mundane. Yeah. So, so from like the central hub that we enter into, there's a fountain. And it's okay if we have some spoilers, right? I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
it's just the start of the module.
It's the start of the module. It's
fine.
a huge place. So there's 3 obvious exits on the first level, and we've gone like all the way to the left that we can go. Obviously, like there might be some secret entrance or something. We've gone all the way to the right that we can go. We've gone a lot of the way to the north. Like we've explored a good bit. And I don't know, like what are major points of interest that you guys remember?
Yeah, the bathrooms, right?
Yeah, we made it. We found a,
Oh, the owlry.
Oh, yeah, you
yeah.
found
We took care of the little owl.
we really did like a lot of random
She
stuff.
was an owl. I think that got transfigured into semi-human.
Yeah.
She was very clueless, but we needed.
Oh yeah, and you rescued the owl girl and took her
Yes.
back to town.
And the owls.
She's
are
working
no longer-
at the tavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got her job at the tavern.
Taking care of the rats.
Taking care of the rats and trying to make sure that the other owls aren't causing havoc.
Oh right, because the owls were causing problems for the townsfolk
Yes.
because they
We
would
did
drop stuff on their
Did we
heads and steal
rescue
stuff.
her, or
Yes.
did we
Put her into indentured servitude.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. No, it was
Tomato,
indentured.
tomato.
Yeah. Little column A, little column B.
You're free. Now you get to eat rats for the rest of your life.
But she
She
loves
loves it.
rats.
Oh,
she,
well, yeah, perfect.
She's just a wagey now.
Yeah.
She's got
Wagey.
multiple
Wagey,
job
wagey,
offers
get in
from
your
New York
cagey.
City.
You get to pay taxes now.
So yeah, we met a lot of weird stuff. I don't
Talked to her
think we
about
got
Bitcoin.
like any like majorly good loot. I don't know if
It was mainly the wand. I think was the
What does the wand
biggest
do?
thing.
so wand of
Let me write
hold
Wouldn't
person.
you
Hold
like
person,
to,
11
wouldn't you
charges.
Like to know, it's terrific.
Hey, that's a solid memory. You hear that?
That's good.
Boom.
Hid between arch and ceiling.
He's got it.
Boom.
Look at that note taker.
One bag of
Gotcha.
blacked out letters.
That doesn't seem to make sense.
So I think you took letters from the letter monster.
It was on the
Yeah.
bottom of the floor.
You may
Oh,
recall there
right.
was literally a letter monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like letters that you write,
Yes.
Yes. Not like A, B, C,
like
D.
notes to
Yeah.
people.
Weren't
Correct.
they like burnt or something?
Oh, they were acceptance letters to the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, but we burnt it.
Yeah.
They were burnt because we burned it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, right. I
Yeah,
forgot we
they
burned that fella.
had like coalesced into like an elemental kind of
And
thing.
so-
'Cause
we
the
set it on
enchantment-
fire.
The enchantment, school of enchantment, I think is what we're
Yes.
Naturally.
we
Let's
see, what else did we
channeled
set on
our
fire?
inner Vernon
What didn't we
Dursley
set on
or
fire?
We did. Yeah, we did set some stuff on fire, huh?
Good times. Good times.
So all that happened, and then
We found the dining hall.
yeah,
There was
you
no
did.
sorting hat there.
There wasn't, no. But you did
right.
find where it is.
What does my note say right there? I can't see my map very well.
This is the dining hall, and that stained
Special
glass.
stained glass is what it says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody take a picture of that with your phone. Thank you. And we'll put that on the show notes page.
This electronic.
I hope that
listening
somebody can
device.
make sense of it.
The TLDR, though, is
There's
that
nothing profane on there, is there?
I hope not.
No.
It is. It's a really fun module, at least so far. There are 2. It's released like a zine. So the first issue has a general overview and the first level. The second issue has the second level, and there's no third issue yet. I don't know if he dropped it or if it's coming out.
Yeah,
But
we met a bunch of fog walls.
yeah, I think I put that in there. It's just like if
I'm not-
if something links to like a floor that isn't released yet, it's just magically sealed
characters-
off.
I
Set
like
there.
a fog wall better than door does not open
invisible.
from this side.
Those are the best.
And so now,
so the unicorn.
yeah, so they found this unicorn that has its horn cut off, and was it lying in a pool of blood? I feel like it
Yeah,
was.
That was the
so-
inky
so-
blackness.
It was black ink.
So setting the scene, and maybe I should have known because we were technically on like the 3rd floor of the spire, but I don't know if it still counts as like the 1st floor of the dungeon. I'll need clarification on that.
Yeah, did we like sequence break something?
Yeah, because we were on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
Does that mean this is like
of
a
that,
3rd
of that,
level
of that
thing?
tower in the southeast.
I mean, traditionally, that's what it would mean.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right?
yeah, here we go.
Okay.
I've got it.
Okay.
So it was in the 3rd floor of the hospital.
Yeah.
Well, no, I got a picture.
In a cabinet. So there's
Yep.
medical supplies everywhere. There's a cabinet with a unicorn jar.
Yep.
Excuse me, a unicorn horn in a bell jar.
Which is
It's caked
oozing
in
the
black
blackness.
sludge,
Yep.
and it's leaked down the cabinet and puddled on the floor. And lying in the puddle appears to be a unicorn coated in sludge and struggling to breathe,
And hornless.
and hornless.
And we said,
So
hey,
it's his
let's-
horn.
Let's get the horn and let's put it
But
back on the
I feel like you're
unicorn.
skipping parts.
We used
No,
men.
that's
You
exactly
forgot
what-
about how much work we put into.
We did.
Or I should say, I put into. You guys
Whoa.
just stared
Wasn't it just
in
water?
awe at.
I feel like that's not how it played out.
I feel like I was more sober than you guys. So no.
I don't feel like you were.
So you left out an important point. On the 2nd floor, there's like a patient in a hospital bed who has literal holes
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
drilled all into his body.
Right.
And
Clearly from the unicorn.
even with that
I was like-
amount of foreshadowing, we
No,
still
we
tried to save the unicorn.
We walked up and said, "Huh, weird," and then kept going.
Well, I trusted that the unicorn was good and that someone took its horn and stabbed the person.
Correct.
See,
that was the assumption.
That's what was exploited
seems-
by this.
Now that was
module.
partially correct.
So we get up to this floor and like the floor is almost completely covered in this black goo. I sent my familiar up. I've been really abusing this familiar thing. It flies and it turns invisible. It turns into a bat. What is that? What is it again?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What is it even called again?
Was it a quasit?
Quasit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a quasit. So it turned into a bat, and it flew up to this thing. Even being near the black stuff, it wanted to like fly into it.
And it could be invisible.
And take like ability score damage. But we had a lot of hijinks. It was a lot of fun. So Tim says, "Oh, let's move on. Let's get out of here." And I say, "No." So
Remember
we
this.
screw with it, experiment with it for several minutes, and eventually we find out that water from the fountain, I think it was
Cleans.
your idea, actually cleans the stuff. It cleans it right back into nothing. It completely neutralizes it. Doing so, we free the unicorn, who wakes up and is immediately super mad at us for some reason. Like, were his eyes literally red?
I think so.
Yep.
Literally red.
Aggro.
So we had this great idea. We're going to take the horn and we're going to make the unicorn happy
Yeah, it was. He's mad
by
because
putting
he
the
doesn't have his
horn onto its little broken little horn spot or sawed off little horn
If
spot
I were a unicorn,
and
I would be
casting
mad.
mend. Exactly. So and casting mend on it.
Yes.
I was going to cast mend from my closet.
Using
By the transitive property.
We're probably completely mispronouncing it. We've always said quasit. I don't know. Maybe
No.
Q-acid.
No.
It's got to be closet.
Q-acid.
It's definitely quasit.
So anyway, so the closet, we end up actually putting the horn back on the unicorn. And guess what? It's still trying to murder us.
And now he's got a horn.
And I think one or two of us are like literally down.
I think Stefano is down. Stefano says that he's not down, but can we really trust his judgment on this?
Let's see. How is your HP there, buddy?
Did
the
you not
sheet
record
reads-
your HP?
my
on
The
your
sheet reads 22
my
of 22.
Sheet reads 22 of 22.
Oh, he's fine, guys.
Oh,
It's fine.
But
Fine, boys.
It's very possible that I just got like insta-downed and I didn't write it down.
Wait, what does that say? Does it
because-
say negative 22? Is that a
No.
is that a minus sign in front of the?
But I have
Two?
no recollection. I'm listening to this recap. I'm thinking, wow, every decision worse than the previous one.
It's the hardest
What was
we've.
wrong with us when we did this?
It's the most work we've ever put into something
So
that turns
stupid.
around and completely wrecks us. Like it turns around and completely wants to screw
we
us.
were thinking with our hearts, not our brains.
Tim, I think
definitely had nothing to do with drinking wine
I think-
before noon.
I think-
No.
So
I think the lake house should be tested for black mold.
So I guess the real kicker, again, the listener may not be very familiar with unicorns, but I may not have known its stat block either. I don't know. but the hand was tipped when he started doing legendary actions,
Yeah.
which you may be familiar.
Because in 5e, what's that? What does that mean in 5th edition, Jim?
That means you get extra. It has extra like magical actions, like unique actions.
And
that it can
sometimes
do.
they have like
it gets so many points.
It's a
and it
separate
can spend
action for
points.
like a lair. It's like this is their lair. This is
yeah.
a building.
If this
They
is
get
its
a whole-
lair,
I don't think
It's
way,
not
but-
as. It's not as.
Yeah.
maybe they just like living in goo on the 3rd floor of a turret. I don't know.
They must.
Maybe,
Pretty upset with us.
maybe this is my lair.
So
You're not locked in here with me. I'm locked in here with. Wait.
No, we're definitely locked in here with it. It's-
Wait a minute. No.
Ow.
Fool me twice.
It's got to be your
Fool me
bowl.
3 times. Won't get fooled again.
So, I don't know if anybody's thought about this in the intervening month.
I've thought nothing about this.
I've thought hard about it. So I think I tried to talk to it. I think I literally tried to speak with Animal. Hold up.
I bet
have that.
it does not speak back or it just yells.
Yeah, I
obscenities
cast
at you.
Speak with Animals, and it didn't have a lot to say. It was completely like,
Radio silence.
Something ain't right.
just that. That was all. So what's happening? I don't know.
So that was it. So that was the recap. Brewkessel. Brewkessel. Breukessel. Check it out. It has our recommendations so far. We've been through a little bit of the second level and a lot of the first. Having a lot of fun. It's fairly cheap. Go enjoy. We will continue to be recording episodes at some point. Where everybody's back now. Everybody's good to go. I mean, we have the
Summer-
holidays coming up. But
Summer is over. A wedding has come and gone. Fourth fiscal quarter has begun.
My new budget year has started.
Yeah. Everything-
All done with our taxes.
all things
So
going
yeah,
according to plan.
we will be recording stuff going forward. Hope you enjoy this, and I guess that's it. GG Nari.
We love you.
Money, please.